Bankrate survey found that more than 1/3 of Americans are turning to side hustles to bring in some extra money to pay bills, reduce debt, or save for a goal. But it's not as easy as just depositing that cash into your bank account. Every time we need help with money stuff, who do we turn to? CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger, who is with us this morning. Jill, good morning. How are you today?
Doing well, thanks.
All right, let's dig into it. If you have never earned an income outside of an employer, which is me, what do you need to keep in mind if you do start doing that?
Well, if you make more than $400 in a calendar year, you really have to keep good records of the income that you are receiving and any expense that is business related. Now, a lot of people are making lots of money. In that same survey, they found that the average amount of side hustle income right now is about $890 a month. So even though it's not necessary, you can push that all into your regular savings or checking account. I think it's easier if you open a separate bank account that's solely dedicated to this business.
Yeah, because then you really have an idea of how much exactly you're bringing in and how it's adding up over time. But that also means there's a tax implication. What should those side hustlers know about taxes?
Well, I think when people are employees, they kind of forget that you're paying taxes throughout the year through payroll deduction. But with side hustle income, you kind of have to do this yourself. You've got to estimate the taxes that could be due next April. Keep that money set aside. Of course, once you have a better idea of the tax hit, right after you've filed that first tax return, you can then choose to make quarterly tax payments to the IRS or your state of residence. Or maybe it might be easier if it's not too much of a burden. You might boost your withholding at work that could cover your additional tax obligation. Either way works. But as I like to say, remember, Uncle Sam's always your partner in your side hustle.
I love that. You know, when we work for a traditional employer, hopefully we are just, before we even see our paycheck, letting some money slide into a 401k. That doesn't happen with a side hustle. So can you make retirement contributions based on that side hustle income?
Absolutely. Now, I think that for the people who have a retirement plan through their workplace, maybe they're not participating, maybe they're not contributing enough to receive the full company match. Well, you can live on your side hustle income and then actually increase your contribution, and hopefully you eventually max out that contribution. If you don't have a job, if your job does not offer, a retirement savings plan, then maybe you just open up your own account. An IRA or a Roth IRA is really easy. And then the next step up is something called a simple IRA, which allows you to put more money in, or a SEP IRA. There's even a 401k that you can open for yourself, your own 401k. You've got to do it through a big brokerage firm, but it's possible. And it's really a great idea to use that side hustle income to boost your savings.
We do a live poll, Jill, during our show, and we were asking people just now if they've ever had a side hustle, and 45% said yes, they did, just for a little extra cash. So I know you've helped a lot of people today, Jill. Thank you. You can catch Jill regularly on CBS Mornings and the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, as well as every week here on QC Morning. We'll see you next week, Jill. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.